What should the Lakers do with Kuzma? Kyle Kuzma is probably the most polarizing Laker. There are some that absolutely hate him, and some that absolutely love him. But regardless of how we feel about him, his future with the team is still a mystery right now. And there have been clues here and there hinting at him moving on from the purple and gold. Let's bring it back to the playoffs, where Kuzma performed quite poorly. Many fans and analysts demanded that Kuzma be traded. And even before the playoffs, Kuzma was always being included in trade rumors and getting trolled. He even went off Twitter for a while, and currently, he's blocking people from tagging him on Instagram. So there was already some tension between him and the fan base. He took off Los Angeles Laker from his bio. Then a few weeks after the playoffs, Magic Johnson mentions that he believes Kuzma has already checked out. And obviously when it comes to Magic Johnson, we have to take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes he just be saying stuff. But then you add all the actions from Kuzma himself, and you start to realize that there might be something to this. More recently, he talked about how he believes he can be an all-star and that he hasn't been able to be consistent because his role hasn't been consistent. And he also talked about how the Lakers had chemistry issues in the playoffs while they were playing the Suns. And all these things he's saying are true. But it makes it sound like he's unhappy with his situation, and he may be looking to move to another team where he can have a bigger role. So let's talk about what this does mean for the Lakers. I know a lot of you want to trade him just because you don't like the guy. And I get it, he didn't play that great in the playoffs. But he's still a valuable player that can contribute to the team. And I have to admit that I have a soft spot for him because he's the last remaining guy from our young core back from the rebuilding era. But ultimately, I want what's best for the team. So I'm not opposed to trading Kuzma, but I am opposed to trading him because that's what he wants, or that's what a lot of the fan base wants. We should only trade him if it results in our team improving. Most of the trade scenarios for Kuzma that I've seen have been downgrades or simply delusional. We're not going to get Kuzma for Damian Lillard. Sorry, that's not going to happen. And it's funny that a lot of these fans are bashing him, saying how he's garbage, how he's going to be playing for the Shanghai Sharks next season. But then they expect to trade him for a superstar. But at the end of the day, Kuzma is still a good-sized wing that has improved as a defender. And he can shoot the three well enough that the defense has to respect his shot. So he's able to space the floor. He's a 3-and-D guy that a lot of teams are looking for. And we're already short on 3-and-D wings as it is. So if we get rid of Kuzma, we either have to get another 3-and-D wing back or get a good player for Kuzma and address the 3-and-D issue elsewhere, either through free agency or another trade. If the Lakers do trade Kuzma, I can almost guarantee that his scoring numbers are going to increase. And then there's going to be a lot of posts saying, "I can't believe the Lakers traded Kuzma," or "The Lakers really traded this guy?" Just like what happened with Brandon Ingram. When guys get more touches, their numbers go up. But does it actually result in wins? Anyway, I would love to have Kuzma on the team, but if a trade is what's best for the team, I'm all for it. But so far, I haven't seen a trade involving Kuzma that would benefit the Lakers.